Welcome back there, buds. I hope you all are safe and sound wherever you may be in this world. Since we're all shut down here, I figured I could get around to a few projects that I've always just never really had time to get to. One of them is this antique draw knife picked up a few years ago in an antique shop in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. It was only a couple bucks, and I've actually used it to build, I built a set of tables. I had harvested some beech wood and used that to skin the bark off. I'll put a picture there of the table so you can see what I'm talking about. So, I think what I'll get here today, we'll just get started. Give it a good spray down here with the PB Blaster. That helps to break down any of the rust. And we're not gonna make it perfect by any means, just cleaning the rust up, and then we'll get it nice and sharp, clean up the wood a little bit, get that oiled, and then give it all, you know, the metal a little final, just oil down with a little bit of WD-40 to prevent, you know, the future rust. And maybe use the wire wheel, scuff pad, sandpaper, whatever works. So if you like what you're seeing, make sure that you like the video, give me a comment if you want to, subscribe and ring that bell to follow along. Make sure you're notified of any new videos. Let's get to it. There it is, all just with one pass with that rust removing disc. So the plan now is just to put that wire wheel back on the drill. We'll give that a quick once over with that, just to help to remove any bit of leftover grime on there. And then I think what I'm going to do is just take a scuff pad, scuff it up real nice, and then as far as cleaning the metal, that is it. I want to keep all that character, all that pitting. I don't want to remove any of that. And then we'll look up that name, see if I can find anything. I want this to look as original as possible, but also be functional. I mean, it is an antique, so it should still look like an antique. And I'm sure a lot of you are probably going to give me shit for even cleaning it this much. Now we got that quick once over done, we'll just hit it with a little bit of coarse steel wool, a little bit of Windex. I'm going very, very, very softly. I don't want to put any scratches in it. Just giving it that final once over. Now that metal is all cleaned up, I got this just clamped on the edge of the table here, so I can take, here's a little bit coarser file, then we'll go with the finer, and then probably just followed it off with a little bit of a stone across there. I had already sharpened it one other time, so it doesn't need too much, but we'll just get a nice new edge on there. Now we gave it a once over with the coarse, we'll give it a once over with the finer file. Now that I went over it with a fine file, I flipped it over because you usually get a little bit of a burr, a bill burr on the back of this. So I like to just take the fine file, just ever so carefully, just remove that burr. And just for the heck of it, just give it a once over here with the leather strop. That helps to remove any of the fine little burrs or something that you might have missed, some of the scratches from the file. Obviously, it's still going to have scratches from the files in it because I didn't use like a fine stone or anything to sharpen it, but this will help just knock down anything that's left. One way that you can normally tell how sharp, if you know the sharpness is something, if you just run your fingernail along it just very carefully, you can see it's definitely sticking. So that's plenty sharp. And now all that's left to do is just to clean up the wooden handles. We'll use a little bit of 150. That should be plenty. And then we'll just give it a couple coats of Danish oil just to protect it a bit. Well, buds, there's another one done. Hope you guys enjoyed this restoration video. Hope everybody's staying safe. Don't forget to subscribe, follow along all the future projects. I'm gonna try to upload another video or two this week. Keep you guys busy. So I guess the only thing left to do now is just to give this a try, see how it performs. And I don't think I'm really gonna be using it much in the future. This is a Roby steelcast draw knife. There's a 10 printed on it. I don't know if it's the 10th model, 10th one ever made. I'm not really sure. It's not a very high-priced antique sought-after item as far as I know, but I just like the look of it. I guess we're just gonna put it on the wall and just look at it. But let's give it a try. Works good, bud.